a person fell out of a Jeep Wrangler that had no doors. Deputies say the suspect removed a fire extinguisher from a case and started spraying it all over the place, screaming, "Get out, there's a fire." But there was no fire. Parents and students are using the Fortify Florida app to report school threats. They say these two may be armed and dangerous. I've got some good news for you guys. That 8-year-old is going to be okay. She was not hurt. And thank goodness for this tree. If this tree wasn't here to stop the car, this could have been a lot worse. Deputies say he was beating her in the head with a metal Stanley cup. It's taped off with crime scene tape. And then on the side of this apartment building, we have at least 10 of these guys detained. Crews are sweeping the facility, preparing for the first wave of detainees. One of the deputies on scene told me that they found the victim's body near the back of the property. They've been here for hours. Most recently, we saw them walk behind this apartment complex. This is the scooter. The store owner says he let the suspect take it for a test ride. This Tesla is equipped with 7 built-in security cameras that capture every angle of the vehicle. A shark swam up to her and bit off most of her hand all the way up to her wrist. If you haven't seen the movie, it's about a modern day African-American woman who wakes up on a southern plantation trapped in slavery. This is what Grove City, Florida looked like right after Hurricane Milton brought 9 feet of storm surge to the area last October. Boats in neighbors' yards, homes off their foundations, and personal belongings scattered everywhere.
There's a lot of people that have had enough, and they put the for sale sign up.
Fast forward more than 200 days, most of the homes along Lemon Bay are now for sale. Donald Hampshire is helping rebuild dozens of homes.
It's been a slow process, and people are still fighting with insurance companies.
In some spots, all that's left are empty patches of land. Right where I'm standing, there used to be a beautiful brand new home. That is before Hurricane Milton came through and destroyed most of it. What little was left had to be torn down. For those who chose to stay and rebuild, the journey has been anything but easy. One of the families, Gail and Larry Campbell, I met them right after the storm when 3 feet of water rushed into their home. They've been living in a camper ever since, and their house is finally rebuilt. They're just waiting on the kitchen to be finished.
We're ready for that black cloud to leave us so we can go on with our wonderful life here in Englewood.
Their neighbor is still living in his camper, his house gutted.
Everybody's still trying to figure out what's going on around here, figuring out what's going on with insurance, what they're going to do.
How long do you think it's going to be before you get back in your actual home?
Probably, there's no telling. There's really no telling.
Reporting in Englewood, Madison Adams, Gulf Coast News. When illegal immigrants arrive at Alligator Alcatraz, the Trump administration says they'll have 2 choices: to voluntarily deport themselves or be booked into the facility.
We can put them on a plane that day and take them home. We'll buy their plane ticket, go home, and then they get the chance to come back legally. If you wait and we bring you to this facility, you don't ever get to come back to America.
Built in just 8 days at the Dade Collier Training and Transition Airport, the facility can hold up to 3,000 people. Leaders say that it has air conditioning, hot meals, medical and legal services, and even recreation areas.
It might be as good as the real Alcatraz. You may morph this into your prison system, frankly, which I know you always need, unfortunately.
Those behind the project say that the site can withstand a Category 2 hurricane, but they have an evacuation plan for stronger storms. They say the site will cost $450 million a year to operate.
It really does mean a lot to all the people of Florida.
Border walls have got to go! But not everyone agrees with that statement. Hundreds protested outside the facility. Susan Bazuri drove all the way from Palm Beach.
This is disgusting that this human being thinks like this. I don't believe anything he says. I wouldn't believe a word this man says.
People living nearby have concerns about the environmental impact.
I spent my whole day praying about this landscape because I have concerns about water quality, air quality, light pollution. This is where our drinking water comes from, so I have big concerns.
President Trump shared this idea for people who are committing violent crimes.
Many of them were born in our country. I think we ought to get them the hell out of here, too. You want to know the truth. So maybe that'll be the next job that we'll work on together.
Reporting in the Everglades, Madison Adams, Gulf Coast News.